So I was browsing the internet as I normally do, and I came across a former CIA officer that told me that these two items could make an improvised $5 self-defense tool that I can legally take anywhere that could also potentially save my life. So of course, I had to investigate. My name is Tim and I'm your resident Paracord guy, and I've made many of these monkey's fist quote-unquote impact tools out of Paracord that you can use for, well, impacting things. That being said, these are mostly made for the hobby and for fun. You probably wouldn't carry something like this around for self-defense, as it may not be legal to do so depending on where you live, and it's also not exactly inconspicuous. But what if you wanted something inconspicuous that you could also take with you pretty much anywhere you want, even on an airplane or into a foreign country? That's where Mr. Jason Hansen comes in. Jason, who is a former CIA officer, has come up with this, and I think it's a truly useful concept to keep in mind because you never know when it could come in handy. All you need are two items that will cost you less than $5. Number 1, a large hex nut, and number 2, a short length of paracord, which in this case is from paracordweavers.com. Of course, get the best supplies for this hobby here. Now these two items on their own are 100% legal to carry with you and take with you pretty much wherever you go, because clearly these are just two everyday objects that you could find in a house or garage. So there's a highly unlikely chance of any airport security confiscating these things from your luggage or carry-on, as on their own they look like nothing. But it's when you combine them that the magic happens, as Jason explains, because this is now going to create a self-defense tool that is actually better than those monkey's fist impact tools that we've been making for funsies. All you have to do is pass the paracord through the hex nut and then tie a simple overhead knot to close the loop, and you now essentially have an improvised impact tool. And now before you say it, I know, well Tim, don't bring a stupid hex nut on a rope to a gun or knife fight. Well yeah, as I mentioned before, this is something you can take with you anywhere you go, even on an airplane to go overseas or to a foreign country where you may not have the right to carry such defensive tools. And that's really where this comes in. And as people in the past have commented on my other monkey's fist videos, that a sock and a lock is just as good. No, I think this is better because a sock stretches and flexible weapons are unpredictable enough. So having the weighted end on some cord that's a bit more static and doesn't stretch as much would be ideal. That all being said, I do have one note for this, and it's that I would make my loop of paracord separately and then attach it to my hex nut. I'll simply use a lark's head knot, or even better, the slingstone hitch. And I think this is better because the hitch knot keeps the hex nut in a fixed spot on the loop. It also goes without saying, if you're going to use this method, you would keep the two elements separate when you're traveling and passing through security checkpoints, and you'd only combine them after exiting those areas. Another important thing to mention is that flexible weapons are unpredictable, as once they impact the target, they will of course potentially bounce off, and the trajectory is random. You'll have to regain control of the weighted end to reset before another strike. That means if you do plan on carrying something like this and potentially using it, you should probably train with it in a controlled environment beforehand. And most importantly, as for legality, of course wherever you go, local laws will vary, and it could very well be illegal to use something like this or have it on you. But at that point you have to decide, would you rather be tried by 12 or carried by 6? Also, don't get me wrong, I'm a firm believer that if you can run away from a dangerous or life-threatening situation, you should. But you never know what can happen out there, and it's good to have options. And lastly, I'm sure you want to see what something like this is capable of, so here is what Jason demonstrates. As you can see, you can easily crack a windshield, so it could also be potentially used as a window breaker. It might be hard to do that from the inside of the car depending on the situation as an escape tool, but still possible. And I personally do not have that sort of windshield smashing budget to try something like that myself, but I do have enough budget for club soda and ice, so first, some thinner ice. Okay, not too bad. And as for this thicker block of ice I tried, yeah, I kind of missed it because I suck, which goes to show why you need to practice with things like this. But we can still give the shards a few whacks on the chopping block, and yeah, even for this thick ice, it can actually crack it. And as for my last can of club soda, it took a bit of a tumble and started leaking, but that doesn't mean it won't get what's coming to it. And here's me showing you the damage like I actually did something.
That's a lot of damage.
It's not that much damage, really.
Anyhow, if you want to see more impact tool videos, at least the fancy kind made out of paracord and monkey's fists, check these videos out.